NC State. No film on him. I had to call his high school coach, and his high school coach said he's going to remind you of Cam Newton, and he was right.
They'd love to run the
read action between the quarterback and the running back.
You see it on display as Carney runs it.
Very tough to prepare for in practice.
There's Carney with a big hole. 3 plays, 3 good runs.
Again, a very physical combination.
Newman will pump and now step up with nothing downfield and turn it into a positive play.
Player now, one of the top D linemen in the Big Ten.
There's Carney who slips a tackle in the back. They'll give it to him in the short yardage spot, and sure enough, Newman off the fake, launching for Kendall Hinton. Touchdown.
What a start for Wake Forest. They run the ball very effectively, then they go with the hard play action. He's a good player.
Lined up against Stephen Claude, playing his final game. Hand off to Carney.
He said his plan is to play in the backfield.
Newman whips one to
with quarterbacks like Matt Hasselbeck. He wants to be tested.
He tested there as he had to get away from the initial pressure and uses his legs for the
ball ability, making guys miss in the hole right there.
Stepping around pressure, but he gets wrapped up. Newman, boy, into a very tight window.
Here is just really impressive. Michigan State's defenders are sprinting off the field and barely getting off the field at times.
Newman's got time.
Look at the football field. What would you say the biggest challenge, Dan, as we see Wake Forest on a 3-yard run?
Happy right now.
You're very happy, but you also can you prepare for baseball players as opposed to these guys?
Totally different. They're a different athlete. They're, as you see, the baseball players are good size themselves, but these guys are just...
Jacob, who actually tips it, and then Big Brother off the back of another teammate, I think it was Harvey, tips and overthrows. Now he bounces back after getting a bad bounce there on the interception for a touch.
We'll ride that read with Kenneth.
Action over 20 years. I don't know of anybody else who does it this way. Getting penetration.
Play. And it sets up 3rd down and 20. Newman being chased. Still has some ground to cover. He got it. Brewer is healthy, still dealing with the aftermath of being in the concussion protocol after the Big 12 championship loss in overtime. Carney.
See how they're going to react, and then you get over the first time you get on the bench and you make those adjustments and you go to your next set of.
Keep it on the ground with Kenneth Walker.
Play, you must be pretty talented, pretty special, and that's what Kenneth Walker is.
Up there. Here's Newman. They love the design runs with Jamie Newman, and that's
Want to blitz you outside. That's what Jamie Newman did. Wake Forest in the red zone.
And a handoff for Walker. Ooh. Newman keeps it. Ooh, that's stacked up.
Let's see what they can do with it.
54% touchdown rate. Newman trying to throw it a one-on-one. Donovan Grew, freshman from North Carolina, stumbling and still catching it.
It's really not bad coverage. It's a nice job of giving the receiver an opportunity for a back shoulder throw.
Just over 8 minutes to play first half. Cade Carney.
We mentioned Kenny Willekes so much. He's coming outside. We're running right up inside of it. It's no big deal.
Willekes was
dummy signalers, and they get these plays in so quickly.
I'm sure Yankee fans aren't worried about signaling or anything like that in various playoff series. There's a
on the sidelines hearing the play and then signaling it in to the quarterback.
Boy, Jamie Newman, how did he get out of the pack? What an elusive run by Newman into Michigan State territory.
He looks like Cam Newton. Ride read. They bring the corner blitz. It's Josiah Scott is a good tackler. And Jamie Newman basically says, get off of me, with a huge gain up.
One of the biggest crowds that new Yankee Stadium has seen in the 17 college football games that have been played. Cade.
Skill positions.
Newman off the back foot. He's got Jack Frudenthal.
Linebacker, he is not out. Tight ends making an impact in this game right down the middle. Dave Clawson said to us yesterday, look for this.
35 seconds had they called the timeout before the field goal, but 43 ticks to go from the 31. Jamie Newman's going to run it. And he will get past. And they're not using a timeout here. Newman stepping up, looking for Frudenthal. Over
Mounts is sort of a head scratcher here.
He'll run the football with Carney. He'll get the first down. Gonna truck two defenders. And it might be a moot point with the time the way it is anyway. Newman will get this play off. He's got to hurry as time continues to wind down. Launches it.
Brian Lewerke, an econ major, got to go to the New York Stock Exchange yesterday.
Yep.
Said it was the highlight of his trip.
Yeah.
Now they get to come here and they get a first-class visit trip. It's like an extra spring football for your program.
Newman has got to go.
And as you mentioned, the stock market was way up in the game, and your job as a signaler is just as important as the guys on the field sometimes.
Let's see if Newman can take a shot. He's got plenty of time, but now he's going to take off and run. Weave his way.
Against NC State. Played really good football. He played good football tonight as well.
Run it with Kenneth.
Really early with our daughter and go to a Peloton.
Which sounds really appealing when you put it that way.
I was into it until I found out it was a 45-minute.
Newman with ESPN Plus, worth the subscription alone. Kenneth Walker. His brother Jacob still out there. Send it to Walker on the sideline again. In space. And the goal is about 90 a game. They average 82 plays per game. Low.
Leads to an interception. That is tough.
First career pick for Schmenda. And now Jamie Newman back to work. Running it on first down. They gave him a couple of weeks off for practice. He was raring to go, chomping at the bit to get back at the helm of this.
I like him as a player. When he's played, he's a very different style of quarterback. A little smaller, probably a little bit more accurate of a passer, not the runner.
Third 100-yard rushing game of the season. Boston College, Duke, and now Michigan State. That's for Jamie Newman. Jumping with the pass.
For Jamie Newman, and the proof is in the pudding. This kid's a stud. Big time future.
Rolling right. Well, for a long time, he would have been an All-American at maybe a more, I guess, a bigger school, for lack of a better term. Little bit his fourth career grab for 29 yards.
Well, this is that same formation. 4 receivers on one side. Give me an isolation on the other side. They go to the, again, these are the Sage Surratt plays that younger receivers are having to step up and run in his absence.
Newman in a collapsing pocket, just trying to hold on to the football. Times in a week, they play the Devils and the Islanders here in the Stadium Series. Newman underneath.
Middle, he's a thumper. Great first.
Enhancing substance. He is not with the team as he prepares for the next chapter of his career. Down at 8 for Wake Forest. Inside the 40 of Michigan State. Newman, he's got one-on-one. Receiver with separation.
On defense, came into this game 12th in the country. They've got 2 takeaways tonight, back-to-back.
Wake Forest with second and short after the Walker run. It's Kane Carney with a hole up the middle down there, buddy. So the 5-yard penalty makes it 1st and 5. Newman on the keep. Still churning the left.
1,000 yards worth of passes this season. Kendall Hinton stepped up, and there he is.
Right on cue. His second grab.
He can do something special with it.
Under pressure,
Naquan Jones. They list him at 338. Usually when they list you at 338, you weigh a lot more than 338. That was a big hit.
Right back. He was their main target late in the year. 3rd down and 8. Newman stepping up, wrapped up by Willikis. The forward progress to
make it, but let's see what Jamie Newman can do. He has not completed a high percentage of his passes tonight.
And that one got by 1 score or less this season. Newman. That ball may have been deflected out of his hands. Kendall Hinton smartly picks it up because it might have been a lateral, and Hinton's going to keep running it.